to start.
I'm gonna. Welcome to the Nurse Mark and the Green Nurse podcast, everybody.
Where we bring hope and inspiration for growth and healing.
And we often talk about things that people don't want to talk about all the time because
we need to have conversations around these subjects and topics to decrease stigma for healing. But today we're going to be talking about a lot of really cool stuff. And we're going to start off by everyone, round of applause for President of the American Cannabis Nurses Association, Mark Worcester. Congratulations. President-elect.
Oh no, Eloise Thiessen is the current president, and she is doing an amazing
job.
Amazing job. My job for the next year is to help her look like an amazing, just stellar rock star, which she already is. But now she's got me behind her, and I am just going to do everything I can to make sure that she looks amazing.
So for people that are new out there, the American Cannabis Nurses Association is an organization that our cannabis nurses belong to. The mission is to advance excellence in cannabis nursing practice through advocacy, collaboration, education, research, and policy development. So I've been a proud member of the American Cannabis Nurses Association since 2017. Mark is now going to be president-elect for the next year, 2 years in service, and then exiting president of the American Cannabis Nurses Association. So your acceptance speech, Mark.
My acceptance speech. I am so happy and so proud to be in this position. And you know what, Sherry? It's really a position of servant leadership. So that's what it's all about. I'm just here to make sure that everybody who's involved with that organization is as successful as they can be in the areas they want to be successful. And for us, it's cannabis nursing.
Cannabis nursing.
Mm-hmm.
So cannabis nursing 2020 is the year of the nurse. Mm-hmm. And so, there's a lot of wonderful things that have been going on. Probably we'll end up having a gratitude show on Thanksgiving.
Yay!
But I know, right? About all the things we're grateful for. But tonight we're just going to highlight some of the things that have been going on in the cannabis nursing space just this past week. We've been doing a lot of cool things. And one of the things that you and I were talking about earlier, we're excited. We've been stepping into the psychedelic space as clinicians. And Mark, you did a podcast last month on Michael Zappy Zapolin, who is known for his popular.
Was my guest.
Yes, The Reality of
Truth. Zappy.
I just watched the movie The Reality of Truth, which I found was just so fascinating. So it says here, the reality of truth focuses on the importance of going inside one's own mind for answers in healing. So I just watched The Reality of Truth, which features the interviews from top leaders, including Deepak Chopra, Ram Dass, Marianne Williamson. And what I found fascinating was that the film explored all of the topics that we like to talk about in relationships between spirituality, religion, meditation, and plant medicine, right? And so this movie was so fascinating. And so you and Jamie, and I'm going to be coming on board, have been working with Keta MD.
We have.
And you're going to be completing a session. And you said you were going to share with people your experience about that just a little bit.
So, I opted for 6 sessions of ketamine treatment at home. Lasts about 45 minutes each session. So it's 2 per week for 3 weeks. And it's really for treatment of depression and PTSD and anxiety, and really just a reset on the brain. Ketamine is an amazing drug that's been used for many, many, many years as a pediatric anesthesia. But they found in the recent past that it has this very, very positive effect for people who have been treated for depression for a long time and just haven't had any success. I fall into that category. I was treated for 25 years without any success with other medications. I happened to find a methodology that worked for me with exercise, meditation, and nutrition, and really working hard, all of these different self-help programs. I put all of this together cognitive behavioral therapy, all sorts of things, put them all together and came out with this program. It's what I wrote the book about. But here's the thing.
AFA.
AFA, absolutely fucking amazing. But here's the thing. It's a pandemic. Almost all of 2020, I found a really hard time getting to my CrossFit gym, which is my chosen form of exercise, right? And so I've been doing it for 8 years, and that's what has made the difference really for me in keeping my depression at bay. That went away because I just completed my 5th move of 2020. I'm quarantined in 3 different states. Like, my routine has been broken. And so, of
Right.
course, the depression creeps back in. So being involved with Keta MD and actually being part of this beta trial and doing those 6 sessions, I'm just finishing up my last session. And what a difference, just an amazing difference. And so Sherry's right. We're on this cutting edge of the psychedelics as well at the Green Nurse. Like, we are aware that these are modalities and treatments that are coming down the line that are really going to have a positive impact on humanity.
Absolutely. So just for our viewers really quickly, can you just give a quick, like, couple minute synopsis of what a actual session was like, a 45-minute session?
Yeah. So we connect. So the Keta MD will have nurses that will guide the sessions, and you connect via Zoom, and I'm lying in bed, relaxed, and I have an eye pillow and a glass of water and a piece of fruit for afterwards. And so we'll set an intention to make sure that I've gone to the bathroom, and because I want to be comfortable, I don't want to have to get up in the middle of it. Set an intention, and I take the ketamel, and I have it dissolves in my mouth, and I swish it around for 10 minutes, and then I spit out the saliva, and then that's it. I lay back and relax, and I have a 35 to 45 minute amazing experience where I am absolutely the most relaxed that I've ever been. And I'll give you an example. I've really had a lot of tension and stress for a while now, and I carry it in my shoulders and my traps. I mean, they just get rock hard and tight, and it causes headaches, right? And so I have these headaches pretty continuous over the last couple of months. When I do the ketamine session, that is completely and utterly relaxed and gone.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm pain free for a period of time afterwards, right? So
Yeah.
there's a lot of positive effect that's happening. And so after 45 minutes, I'm awake and I'm alert, and I can opt to remain in that very comfortable state, which is normally what I'll do is I'll stay and just kind of relax and meditate and kind of soak it all in. But here's the thing, here's the magic. For the next day or two, I am generating new synapses, new neurons. In other words, it's neurogenesis. It's a creating of new nerve cells in my brain, new brain cells, actually. And so that's the beauty of it, right? So it's a reset, and then it's new neural pathways. It's new neurons. Amazing.
So what does that feel like? So I'm always about, what does it feel like? So
Yeah.
when do you feel like, oh boy, I got a few more cells popping up in my
super
head?
clear. Like it's like you go through this whole super meditative state. Like, you're so relaxed and so just at ease that when the next day or 2 or 3, like, you are so clear and focused and energized. It's wonderful. For anybody who's experienced depression, it's the polar opposite of that. It's not mania where you're running down the street naked, although
Right.
that could be fun. I mean, who knows? But really, it's just this feeling of just being really clear and present in the moment, and it's amazing.
That's excellent. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be having my own experience, and
Uh-huh.
I'm also going to be trained to become a
Yes,
Keta MD nurse facilitator as well. So that's going to be
yes.
really, really exciting.
So exciting.
Um,
So exciting.
yeah.
Mhm.
So this week, there was a lot going on in the cannabis world this week too with nursing. I was really grateful. I'm just going to say hello to Heather Manis of the Cannabis Nurses Network. Thank you so much. I was on today with them. They had their coffee and cannabis, and we did some educating, which was really interesting. Had a cool chat about cannabis nurses. And why are we calling ourselves cannabis nurses? Because we don't say that we're Tylenol nurses or we're dopamine nurses or we're, you know
Mhm.
what I mean? But how, coming up with, endocannabinoid system nurses. And of course, we call ourselves green nurses because we know that cannabis nursing is much more than just the plant. So I found it was just really fun to have that discussion with all of them today. And then on Tuesday, I was really grateful that I had the opportunity to present an extended version of my presentation. The Cannabis Nurses Network had their World Conference Expo in September 2020, and I presented my cannabis nurse experience on pharmaceuticals and cannabinoids. And what we're seeing now is a new phenomenon, especially during COVID-19, with
Mhm.
medical and pharmaceutical trauma. So I presented that in September, and then I got to expand on it on Tuesday, and I added a component of spirituality and how we're truly seeing this year in the pandemic that spiritual principles in teaching of spirituality and working with patients through these different modalities and including that in our care and our
Mhm.
discussions is how it's having a really beautiful impact on
It
patients.
is. We're
Yeah.
getting to
So
really care.
it's really fun. So just
Yeah.
bringing in something a little bit different that we're seeing is how we're
Mhm.
connecting with patients in such a different way and how it's making a difference. They
Right.
just want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to be
Mhm.
loved. They want to
Yeah,
know
and
that they
the
want to know
issue
that we
is
care.
you've worked in a lot of different areas within
Oh
nursing, a
yeah.
lot of different, disciplines, and the problem is that most of the time in the healthcare system that we work in, we're not given the time to actually connect with the patient in a real meaningful way and get to that spirit part of it because, we have a lot of patient load and we have to sling a lot of meds and we have to do a lot of treatments, and it's about the technical aspects of nursing, which is all very
Yeah.
important, but we never get to that spiritual part.
Right, right. Yeah, I was saying that, we're focused as clinicians on body parts and symptoms and disease processes. And
Mhm,
then if we're lucky, we get to the mental, emotional, psychological part of the health. And
mhm,
rarely do we ever reach a person's spirit. So, thinking about how we're doing things a little bit differently in the cannabis nursing space, green
mhm,
nurse space, how we are truly reaching a patient's spirit first by connecting with them and asking
mhm.
them what's important to them and how they want to live their life. So
Yeah.
really, really fascinating. And then I was so psyched. We were just talking about Eloise. She's the current president of the American Cannabis Nurses Association. She invited me to teach my second college class at Pacific College just yesterday. So yes, so that was really, really exciting to be
Beautiful.
able to present the cannabis nurse experience and how we work
Mhm,
with patients. How I developed working with patients, how we educate them, how we give them information that they need, and truly the same concept of what we're seeing now in the pandemic when patients come to us. So it was really, really honored. Eloise, if you're out there, I love you. Thank you so much for
oh,
inviting me to speak. I have so much passion about
my
this
mentor.
subject. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, with all of this excitement, we've got more excitement to share. Um, we're going to be broadcasting with Jimmy Young at Pro Cannabis Media.
Oh, yeah.
So, Mark, I'm going to let you take over and talk about Twitch TV and what that's all about.
So, we're on this platform called Twitch TV. Now, it's a new platform, relatively new, and it's been used by gamers for a while now. Like, gamers are on this, and it's a big, big platform for gamers. But now it's being utilized for other media. So, other media folks are using it. And so, Pro Cannabis Media is using this platform to really give you all of the media, the cannabis media that you can consume.
That's
So
cool.
5 days a week, we're up on that. Jimmy's got his stuff going and it's amazing. It's amazing. So it's twitch.tv. Check it out.
Twitch.tv. Excellent. Excellent. And then we have something else that's going on exciting
Yeah.
next week. Mark,
So
what's going on next week?
So Sherry and I don't have enough to do. So we decided that we wanted to do a daily morning show. So we are going to launch on Monday morning a daily dose of AFA. So every morning, 8 to 8:15, we're going to keep you inspired the AFA way. And the first show is this Monday. So check it out, 8 to 8:15. We're going to stream live. And it's going to be a fun conversation. We've got a good theme every day.
It's going to
really,
be, Mark,
sorry.
it's going to be hilarious because I'm not a morning person. The part, if you're not even interested at all, just come just to see how I show up.
Oh, yeah.
Because you never know. You never know what you're going to see in the morning.
The price of admission. Oh, yeah.
You never know what you're going to see. But what I think is so cool is that we're going to be covering a lot of different information. You know, these little, AFA, for people that don't know what that is, AFA is a mindset. It is a way of life, and it is called absolutely fucking amazing, living the life you love.
And
so we want to provide
this. You're all absolutely fucking amazing. Even if you don't think it right now, the reality is you are. And so uncovering that, that's what we do. We're going to do that every day. We're just going to whittle away at all of the shit that's built up over the years.
Yes.
And get back to that absolutely fucking amazing status.
Back to that feeling, the feeling. And the other thing, so that's part of it. That's part of our Swami, our motivational mentorship, spiritual manifestation. But, we're also going to be talking about various topics that are themes for the month. For example, in November, it's Lung Cancer Awareness Month, American Diabetes Month, National Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month. So we're going to bring awareness to different health topics and health themes and tie it into the endocannabinoid system. So I think that will be really, really fun.
And you know what? We're going to do it all in 15 minutes or less.
15 minutes or less. So quickly.
You gotta see it. That alone.
Mondays, ready? Mondays. Manifesting Motivational Monday. Tools for living an AFA life. Tuesday, Tidbit Tuesday. Hugs and nugs of information so you can live an AFA life. Wednesdays are going to be fun. Wild Wednesdays. What's going on in the cannabis world? What's going on in the wild west?
Research news is always something going on in the green rush. Always.
And then who doesn't love a good throwback? Throwback Thursday with historical facts, cannabis, hemp prohibition. We could even toss in, some of our old some of our old fun, way back in the days when we used to do things the old-fashioned way. So that would be Throwback Thursdays, and then Fridays, fantastic fun fact Friday. So which is going to include all endocannabinoid system activities, factoids. Carrie Lee, if you're out there, I love you, Carrie Lee. Carrie Lee puts together these beautiful graphics for us, and she calls them buzzwords and factoids. So we want to bring, all kinds of information, just little tidbits, so you're not getting these long, drawn out. Mark and I love to talk. These long, drawn out
15 minutes.
15 minutes, absolutely, which is going to be really, really exciting.
Yep.
So we have a couple specials right now.
I love specials.
I love specials too, because you're very special, Mark.
And so are you, Sherry.
Oh, thank you. So what do we have? Nurse Mark CBD.
Yeah.
Right now, 20% off all Nurse Mark CBD. Let me find the little banner. Boom, 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 boom. There's the code. Cool. Got it.
Use it.
There's another banner. Cool beans, right? So if you book a consultation with the Green Nurse, www.thegreennurse.com, with or without a medical card, 50% off Nurse Mark CBD. So this has been, we already did that one.
Hope, inspiration, growth,
and healing. I know, right? So this is, and what is this one, Mark? Stress-free.
Stress-free. Remember, I put this package together. Go to nursemark.co/stress-free. Check out those packages. You want to really get ready for the holidays. They're going to be kind of crazy holidays because it was still not able to really celebrate with people, right? We're still being safe, still being smart. There's going to be some stressful situations in the next couple of months. So go and get your package now.
Get your
and be
package
stress
now.
free.
Be stress free. And then also too, we're going to be having a special on Black Friday, and we'll go over that next week, which will be
Oh
great.
yeah.
But if you or someone you love is suffering from symptoms of chronic illness, or if you are new to cannabis, cannabinoid therapeutics, and you want to learn about how this plant and other progressive therapies can help you, visit us at www.thegreennurse.com.
Yeah. And for the providers, if you're a nurse or a licensed health professional interested in incorporating cannabis education into your business or practice, please come learn about our mentorship and community at www.thegreennurse.com. And the Green Nurse Mentorship and Community teaches a skill set to nurses and clinicians on how to meet the patient right where they are in their journey to appropriately consult and educate on plant medicine and all the tools to support the ECS.
Mark, you couldn't
Well,
have said that any better.
thanks. I appreciate it. You know, I learned from you. It's the mentorship that you provide.
Oh, you're so
Amazing.
cute. Really
So
cute.
we guarantee to bring you all hope and inspiration for growth and healing.
And we will hold your hand until you're ready to let go. And remember, it's about it's about living your best life
And being AFA.
See you all on Monday. See you
At
all
8
on Monday. 8 a.m. It's going to be a good one. All right. Mwah.